Abia State Board of Internal Revenue BIR, Professor Udochukwu Ogbonna, Special Advisor to the Governor on Internally Generated Revenue, Mr. Emmanuel Okpechi, notable industry leaders, outdoor advertising practitioners, and several others will be expected at the event. The keynote address will be delivered by the President. Out of Home Advertisement Association of Nigeria, OAAN, Mr. Shola Akinsiku. Please note, attendance to this event is strictly by invitation. Signed, Honorable Mrs. Dibuma Victoria Onwubiko, MD, CEO, ABSA, Announcer.
Refill your cooking gas today at the Samis LPG cooking gas station located at Osusu Amokwa, just after the Old Court. For quality cooking gas, accurate measurement, on-time delivery, and no extra cost, Samist LPG cooking gas has got you covered. We deliver to small gas plants, hotels, fast food joints, restaurants, retailers, and home delivery services. We are safe, reliable, and convenient. For consultation and further inquiries, call 0808 792 3433. That is 0808 792 3433 or 0803 074 1732. That is 0803 074 1732. Or locate us at Osusu Amokwa, just after the Old Court. Don't be left stranded. Cook on with Samis LPG cooking gas.
The Abia State Ministry of Environment, in collaboration with the Aba South local government, reminds all residents of Aba South and Abia State that the sanitation exercise for the month of March comes up on Saturday, 29th of March 2025 from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. All traditional rulers, landlords, market leaders, motor park operators, business owners, community leaders, churches, and the general public are urged to actively participate in this month's sanitation exercise tag Operation Clean All Gutters and Drains. The managers of markets, motor parks, and business premises are expected to ensure that the exercise is conducted in their respective locations on Friday, the 28th of March, as tippers will be made available to evacuate all waste. This month's sanitation exercise is focused on cleaning drains and improving environmental hygiene. Environmental officers will be on duty to monitor compliance, and defaulters will face appropriate sanctions. A clean Abia is a healthy Abia. This is signed by Honorable Mrs. Nkechinyere Carlo, Supervisor for Health, on behalf of the Mayor of Aba South Local Government Area.
Admission and lectures are ongoing into Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka Unizik, and Enugu State University of Technology, ESU, on weekends, part-time, Aba Resource Center, for various bachelor, master's, and doctorate degree programs, including PDG and PGDE, bachelor degree in nursing science, law, criminology, and security studies are also available. HND to bachelor degree conversion is also available. Admission into IJMB and JPEB is also in progress. A 9-month lectures that qualify students for 200 level admission into any university of your choice.
Congress APC Aba South chapter invites all ward executives, stakeholders of the 12 wards of Aba South LGA for an important meeting scheduled to hold as follows. Date: Monday, 31st March 2025. Venue: 102 St. Michael's Road by Georgie Street, Aba. Time: 12 p.m. prompt. Please endeavor to come and on time. Signed, Honorable Benjamin Obommano, Committee Secretary, Mazi Ekene Madoka, Committee Chairman, Elder Onyebuchi Uba, APC Chairman, Abasa.
Excellence is a depiction of consistency. Top Faith International Secondary School. Outstanding performances manifest our culture of academic excellence. For over 2 decades, our total quality education of grooming the all-round child for global relevance has brought us this far. To this end, we are committed to pushing further and exceeding our assurance of setting greater benchmarks that align with the topmost global practices in the edu line. On Saturday, March 29th, 2025. Top Faith, a citadel of learning for the treasured child.
Admission and lectures are ongoing for JUPEB and IJMB program. Aba Lecture Campus. JUPEB and IJMB programs are 9 months intensive lectures certified by the Federal Government of Nigeria through the National Universities Commission (NUC) Abuja that qualifies students for 200 level direct entry admission into any university of your choice, especially UNIZIK Oka, University of Port Harcourt, Enugu State University of Science and Technology (ESUT), Abia State University (ABSU), among others, to study nursing science, medicine and surgery, law, or any other course of your choice without going through the rigor of JAMB or post-UTME. JUPEB and IJMB results does not expire, unlike JAMB that expire with.
Showcase your aspirations, opinions, and more as a politician, political party, government, community, organization, association, and more. Join Magic 102.9 FM Aba on People and Politics, Mondays to Fridays at 9 a.m. For inquiries and participation, please call 0903-282-3717. People and Politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
Of People and Politics. My name is Ben Watu.
My name is Anastasia Dochuchina. Thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. We'll tell you that the Senate has thrown out a motion to rename INEC headquarters after late Humphrey Nwosu. The Senate has approved bills to establish Federal University of Medical Science College of Education in Bende. House of Reps makes U-turn on bill to remove immunity enjoyed by the VP, governors and their deputies. Reps passed for second reading a bill seeking to stop anyone above 6 for lawmakers to dismiss Nwosu's contribution, insisting that he deserves a place in Nigeria's Hall of Honor. The proposal sparked a heated debate, with lawmakers divided over Nwosu's legacy. They just said, okay, let's just do something. 1 minute silence was given in his honor. They said they will extend condolences to his family, but immortalizing him, no.
Well, Professor Humphrey Nwosu of the blessed memory actually meant different things to different people while he was alive. People described him as controversial. Some people said he was a coward. But there are people who also hailed him as a hero for going against the odds in 1993 to conclude an election that the powers that be then felt should not be concluded. The man went against all the odds, all the threats, and did what he felt was right at that time. But if you take a look at the narrative, I'm not saying INEC headquarters should be renamed after him. There are many things that could be done to immortalize, to acknowledge the effort of this man. Nothing stopped him from playing along or joining the bandwagon in 1993 to say, okay, Abiola did not win the election. But the man went ahead, announced the result before disappearing. So, I don't know what Humphrey Nwosu means to you, but for me, he deserves a place, an honorable place in our history. And I want to commend the Southeastern senators for once again standing tall to be counted. Yes, we need them to champion things that have to do with the Southeast. And when I saw the story yesterday or 2 days ago of how Senator Enya Abaribe stood up on the chambers of the Red Chambers to talk about that topic that people consider sensitive. Even the man who presided over plenary said it was too sensitive for him to bring. But Senator Abaribe felt otherwise. We should start telling our stories as Southeasterners. For me, that's the bottom line this morning.
I listened to those who were against the renaming,
marking a significant step towards the establishment of the two tertiary institutions in Abia State. Sponsored by the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, the bills received Senate approval on Thursday following the consideration and adoption of recommendations presented by the Senate's Deputy Leader and Senator Lola Ashiru. Kalu, in his argument for the bill, emphasized the need for an institution of higher learning in Bende, stating that despite its strategic location in Abia and sharing the border with Akwa Ibom, with a growing population and landmass,
There was no tertiary institution in the federal constituency operated either by the federal or state governments. Similarly, the Federal University of Medical and Health Sciences, Bender, if passed into law, would focus on providing full-time training in medical and health sciences.
You know, it appears that some of our lawmakers, even when their intentions are noble, they are trying to make sure that whatever they bring must remain within their...
Aim for the two and you end up getting one, you must have achieved something.
Because
this is Nigeria. Exactly. There's no way the president would approve the two for him. We all know how these things work. At the end of the day,
he's a principal officer.
And is he the only principal officer? He cannot get the two. Mark it today. Today is Friday, March 28th. Benjamin Kalu cannot get it two. He can only get one.
Okay, what if government approves College of Education? Hold on to the medical sciences. That one I hot pass.
Well, that's it. At the end of the day, if it's called to say, okay,
I want to hold something.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, we will not be able to give you the tool. Take one. Definitely, the medical college makes more sense, especially in Abia State where the medical sector has suffered abysmal neglect over time. So for me, this is good. Let other lawmakers stand up and demand something from... We have so many lawmakers who don't even get...
That man leaves his hand. He's... The guy, how do we call it in English?
He has charisma.
There's something I'm looking for. Someone who sets out to do something and achieves it. The man he's formidable. I think his people are lucky.
He's a go-getter. And I also must commend some of the few lawmakers. There is this air of healthy competition I've noticed about a few lawmakers, not all of them, few, especially in Abia. Everybody wants to be seen. Okay, let me not say everybody. Those of them with sense want to be seen to be doing something for their people. If this person does something today, the other person wants to do so. Exactly, that's my angle. We also are not going to shy away from the fact that we have those who would rather that the camera do not even come. Those who wait until 4 years, you get to see them again, come around to campaign. We have such lawmakers, but the few who are doing great, we say kudos. Okay, these are the kind of things we need in the Southeast. The removal of immunization of immunity from the lawmakers as a distraction. The truth is, the governors that we have today are very powerful and influential. They wouldn't want this to become their reality. They want a situation where they enjoy immunity no matter what they do. The EFCC, the concerned authorities would have to wait until they are done with whatever it is they are doing before you can now start maybe taking them to court or inviting them for questioning or what have you. So this once again is a pointer to how influential and powerful the governors are. I'm sure when most of them saw that bill, they started making calls to their lawmakers at the National Assembly saying, hey, do not support this. So remember, 2027 is by the corner. If you need my endorsement, if you want to go again, well, you have to withdraw your support. And that's it. Hardly would you see a lawmaker emerge without the governor's support. Presidential contest, as they are well above 60. The bill was sponsored by Igbo lawmaker Ikenga Ogochinyere. The bill was one of the 31 proposed legislations which scaled second reading during yesterday's plenary. The bill provides that a person shall be qualified for election to the office of the president if he has been educated. Okay, we also understand that a bill to provide statutory backing for the establishment of Alvanikoku Federal University of Education in Imo State passed second reading. The bill sponsored by Ogochinyere aims to elevate the institution's status, granting it federal recognition and funding support. The House also passed for second reading a bill for an act to alter the constitution to provide for mandatory inclusion of youths and persons with disabilities in political appointments.
Okay, the articles
from the east to the west, pretty ladies here. Eat that fiber and protein. Oh yes, from the north to the south, African king rice can be found. Choose Kiara rice, we don't go let you down.
Pretty Lady, African King, Proudly Nigeria, Red Eagle, and
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's all Batala.
Smart Cash, Airtel, Waduroya.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
How far? This question now for you. Wetin dey make you come up from bed for morning? Shey na the sun wey dey rise? Abi na your alarm wey dey ring? No, na that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force wey dey inside you. And you sabi wetin dey fuel that drive? Na to start your day strong with rich creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1 wey dey carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So whatever your hustle be, make you
Deacon Sunday Waboso, Chairman Planning Committee, Mr. Gideon C. Uwadiegu, Secretary Planning Committee.
See, I promise you, you go chop money. The love way you give me so, and I don't really.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, you're welcome back. Before we went on that break, I did announce that we were going to talk about the story from the Atiku camp. If you're very active on social media, there is this lady, Aisha Achimugu. We do not know her relationship with the governor of Lagos State. Lagos is a country.
Yes, I understand.
For you to serve as two-term guy.
Fashola left as a two-term governor, became one of the most powerful ministers since the history of this country.
But the kind of budget available in Lagos as we speak you cannot even dream it for Fashola.
Fashola as the Minister of Works, Minister of Power, which one, and Housing. The budget passed Lagos on now. By the time you add these three powerful ministries, that's so much money.
But you know, Lagos beyond budget, their internally generated revenues off the roof.
True.
Off the roof. So, Sanwo-Olu, let's keep watching. But after the crisis in the Lagos Assembly, you can tell that Sanwo-Olu is not talking too much. He doesn't want anything that he will say that will be misconstrued, or the president will say
So
the guy just won't talk.
Let me just do this
managing
thing.
Himself to finish. We move, Jare.
Well, from Lagos we come to Abia, where the state government has commenced the full enforcement of recertification for all land title documents and rent demand notices from land or property owners in the state. The Commissioner for Lands and Housing, Chaka Chukwumerije, who disclosed this yesterday during a press briefing in Umuahia, said non-compliance to this notice within the next 14 days, new governor emerges. In order to shore up IGR, one of the areas that it targets is land documentation, recertification. They see this as an opportunity to generate revenue.
Because nobody wants to lose his land.
Exactly. In my state in Enugu, something that you would pay for 200 naira per plot under Mba Rose Times, for you to get your vote now, I think you need to have millions of naira in Enugu. So you go to Lagos, the same thing. Practically every governor that comes on board, they see this as an opportunity to shore up their IGR. That's beyond the documentation thing. I don't want to believe there's anybody who would buy land and wouldn't get the documents. But this is government at the end of the day has the final say, especially state governments. They can come and you go here 5,000, you find out that you will end up spending a good amount of money. So in as much as the government wants to document landed property in the states, they should make it affordable for the people. If it is affordable, I'm sure more people
and
would.
Less cumbersome.
Exactly. I think that's very important too. Less cumbersome. You don't expect me to leave my productive
And be going
ventures every day because I want to recertify documents that I've always had.
Yeah.
Okay, so many people, especially in Aba, many landlords kicked against this.
You can just get an office somewhere around Pound Road, somewhere in the heart of Aba.
They have one in Aba.
Say Aba people go there.
They have one in Aba, yes. So they actually have one in Aba. The commissioner said that much, but how easy is the process?
Good, because I don't even know where it's located. It was those whose salary are below 70 that actually got an upgrade, but those who were already collecting above 70 did not get the consequential adjustment, you know. So we also got reports from some teachers that the payment of the adjusted salary, which the governor did promise will be made available, they have received this month's salary and the money did not what do you say now? Reflects. That's right. March salaries were also paid to staff of Secondary Education Management Board. The consequential adjustment was also not found, and so they are asking that maybe we should help to speak to the government. They should know, let them know if this from their end or from another end. But I think the news this morning is that they are yet to receive the consequential adjustment.
Now was complaining that since they started paying her colleagues their pension and they've been enjoying theirs, she is yet to get hers, despite all the verification and everything. So these little complaints, the state government officials should do well to take a look at them. If for me, it shouldn't be the governor that is looking at things like this. The governor has given approval. Let the accountant general, let the commissioner for finance, let the pay officers, okay, handle issues like this, because little things like this paint the administration in bad light. You cannot deny people what their fellows are enjoying and expect them not to cry. They will talk, okay, and we will help them amplify their voices so their concerns can be addressed. Let's hope that the concerned authorities are taking note of what these teachers are saying. The teachers have suffered, okay? Gone are the days when you say their reward is in heaven. Is this? So are they just chasing shadows? When President Bola Tinubu was the governor of Lagos, he did try something like this, and it did not work. At a point, the then president even had to seize the local government funds because he felt that for local governments to be created in Nigeria, it is only the National Assembly that can do that. As we speak, there is a bill currently before the National Assembly for the creation of more local government areas in Lagos State. So I wonder why the lawmakers in Ebonyi State
to support him. Wike was telling him, no, don't kneel down, you're a governor, please don't do it, unquote. He's also saying that whatever rallies they're trying to hold is just a figment of the imagination, that if the FCT minister was to be in Bayelsa, he would inform all the relevant security operatives.
Politics 101. Well, the truth is, Boyaderi has been very vocal, especially as it has to do with the state of emergency in Rivers State. Is one, I think, the only South governor that has come out openly to oppose the declaration of state of emergency. And obviously that stance is not sitting well with certain persons, especially those in Wike's who sees himself as the only PDP governor in the southeast. As the only PDP governor in the southeast, he has the right to dictate who gets what, especially in the positions that belong to the southeast. So Sam Anyanwu is of the weakest camp. Udechukwu Okoye is of the Peter Mbah's camp, and Peter Mbah feels, being the only PDP governor here, I should be the one to produce the person who is the PDP national secretary. So the man has his hands, his fingerprints practically everywhere. Wike, I'm trying to borrow the words of the former Ekiti State Governor Fayose. He said, if you don't want to see Wahala, why he was advising Fubara, I think during his inauguration party or something, he did say something that Wike fights to the end. And it's obvious that the man understands Nigerian politics better than most politicians. He builds people. He spends money, time, and connection to ensure that he places people in strategic places. And these are the people who have made him to remain relevant today.
Planning and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
My children are athletes from the moment they wake up. They keep playing and learning. So when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo NS Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Malanta! Malanta!
Malaria-free community, they shout
Malanta!
Get Malanta DS today to summer that malaria. Malanta, it is marketed nationwide by Onkoyo Pharmaceutical Limited.
My name now Poco Doctor. Emeka and Nkechi no allow malaria hold you back. Go buy Malanta today.
maka nwoke na-agba mbọ n'ụbọchị niile iji hụ na nwa ya nwaanyị gara ụlọ akwụkwọ ma gachaa ya, ndị na-arụ ọrụ aka kwa ụbọchị iji nweta obere ego na-abịa ngwa ngwa, ndị ọrụ ugbo, ndị ọkammụta sayensị, ndị nkụzi, ndị dọkịta, ndị na-eme ihe ha na-eme ka anyị nwee ike ịmụta dị ndụ ma too. Onye ọchụnta ego na-agba mbọ na-eche mgbe Chineke ga-aza ya oku ya. Ndị Naịjirịa niile na-arụsi ọrụ ike kwa ụbọchị iji zuo oke ka ibe. Elu ụwa bụ nke gị, elu ụwa bụ nke anyị. Ngwanụ ka anyị bilie, ka anyị too. Were MTN data gaa ma ihe pụrụ iche.
There's no government presence. You know, we are trying to survive. Now, the next thing we are hearing is verification, and this costs a lot of money. You know, so they should not go there. They should consider the people they are taking care of or ruling per se, and make them act. They should think of how to better our lot and not to put more expenses on us. We are sorry, this is school fees. Our family business is poor. Look at tariff here and they are rising. So Chukwumeri Jechushi because of it. But I revisit this policy. We are not happy with it. It is not go well with us. Please.
All right. Thank you. Well, for me, I feel and the cause should be let the government make it affordable. Documentation is very important. We can't run away from it. I understand. Even we are practically our own government.
To build house, you go put your own water.
That is
and
the
you
truth.
will still pay money to youths in the community to give you permission to dig the borehole.
True.
Oh my God.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ben.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Anne. I am the fan wake up in of Ono.
Thank you for joining us.
And yes, thank you very much. Throwing out motion to immortalize Humphrey Woods is not comfortable by me, South, East, both governors. I, the fan, agitate holistically. Southeast senators, let them put heads together and tell Tinubu to immortalize Humphrey Woods. And use the same voice to tell Tinubu to release Mazen Nambikalu. They can use one stone to kill two birds. Cure easy. Then build to stop above 60 violence for President Genentako be hunger fest before another day. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
Good morning, Ben and Anne.
Good morning.
My name is Shenkoma Mwagu from Umunzi and Nugu Autonomous Community.
Go ahead.
I want to talk on the issue of the recognition our reverse senator Enina Baribe is proposing for Humphrey Woods, Professor Humphrey Woods.
Not working according to what the directive of the governor. Honestly, if you come there this morning, you see, nearly this has gone into a kind of protest. But thank God that people were able to stop the whole thing. There was a lot of blood running from faces of some people here. You know? So the governor should do something about this task force. they are turning to the old ways of doing things. And that's not what the governor is by setting them up. So please, those in charge of these boys should come and educate them and how to go about this work. We are not in a banana republic. Thank you. Then as far as regards to your program this morning, I'm talking about this issue of bills that they are moving a kind of state. If you just feel any money, billions of money, you are liable to take. You know their reasons. They said the money you stole can be used to better the life of millions of thousands of Chinese, and those money didn't go to them.
Our own citizen here will support him because he is from here. That is why it's good for people to represent themselves. Nobody represents Abba more than that avatars, as far as I know. Being teaching for many years is just only speaking 2 years here. He represents his people. Nobody represents us. So it's from us here representing us here. The youth must stand up for their right.
All right, let's take a look at the social media platforms. On WhatsApp, the first comment says, "Good morning. I'm of the opinion that a hero will do things extraordinary. Professor Wosu exhibited the most. Cowards is not worth fighting." Okay, Chief Achonwa watching from London. Wefi Nayerugo Onyedika Chim. It's a good thing to know that an Igbo man conducted the best election in the history of Africa. Thank God, Ogbonna.
Was the result announced on time?
How on earth did the House of Assembly think that the president would sign the bill stopping anyone above 60 plus to contest for the president's scale through? Okay, that's a valid point. First, Martins Chinyere. The truth is that Wike might not be a good leader or a good person, but trust me, he's a good friend. If he's for you, he will stand by you till the very last, especially when you keep your part of the deal. But if he decides to fight you, Onowu the 10th, how is it possible for someone to give Atiku money? They were in different parties, a major opposition political party for that matter.
Ben, I just thought of something. If you look at some of these bills, amendments that we already know that will be dead on arrival, is it possible that these lawmakers are putting it so that the president will come and lobby them? Because for somebody to wake up and say you want to put age limits in presidency and governorship when almost everybody, I said, is above 60, it can't look like say they find food to chop.
Well, that's also possible. It is also possible that they want to be seen to be doing something. For me, I've said it almost 1,000 times. Watching from Amegunze, the idea of stripping of immunity clause for Mr. President, well, the president was not mentioned. It was his vice, the governors and their deputies, could have been the best option, as it would go a long way, okay, in checkmating some of their excesses. Thanks and God bless you too. Adio Giokosisi, I was told the last hope for a common man is the judiciary, but our legal system is a challenge. Ahukana Maxwell Mukoma, the walkout by members of the National Assembly from the Southeast during their sitting because of the bill to immortalize the late INEC chairman, Professor Humphrey Moose, who was not supported, is laughable. They cannot stage a walkout on issues of great importance to the zone, but on a dead person who is of no significance to the people. All right, you're writing from Obehe Asa. Victor Samuel, I'm not surprised because it is an Igbo man, Humphrey Nwosu. So what do you expect? 2 federal tertiary institutions back. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, let's take a look at the page, Anne.
Okay, praise Lord Shekina. It will be chaotic in states as the National Assembly is proposing a bill to revoke immunity for governors and deputies. The governors usually can't allow the bill to fly. Kingsley Chechku Brown, a new national anthem is more important than a reward for honesty. Am I surprised that the motion to immortalize Professor Mosu, many of the senators know too well that if this man is immortalized, it will go a long way to speak to the consciousness of anyone. DK says, thank you for the updates. Izima Owelebere, the bill seeking to benchmark age of aspirants will not definitely see the light of day with the crop of leaders we have right now. Bobo Dozie, Abaribe is not serious. He should look for Igbo problem and present to the Senate. You know, yesterday I posted on my Facebook why our senators are not pushing for seaports in the southeast. I did have a conversation on my Facebook and I saw confirmation from businessmen that to clear containers now is 12 million, 16 million depending on the size from Lagos, and then you bring it back here, you have to make profit. How much are you selling? You know, we need to really put pressure on some of the things that directly impacts our people. Joseph Uzoma Nwanugu, development. I don't know.
Agbapụ ịgbanye ụgbọala ma ọ bụ na-agba egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ezigbo ọyị gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị enyi gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udenive Dry ga-eme gị mma. Enwere ya ugbu a na obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme.
How far? This question now for you. Wouldn't they make you come up from bed for morning? Shina the sun with the rise? I been at your alarm with the ring? No, not that dream. That drive, that unstoppable force with the inside you. And you sabi waiting the further drive? Not to start your day strong with rich creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1 with the carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So whatever your hustle be, make you go from maybe, oh I know fit, to I fit, and I go do Nescafe 3-in-1. Start
IF now 1 trillion naira government program with them package to make sure see everybody fit get easy long time house payment plan. We no go tear pocket for anybody. We won't buy house for any part of Nigeria. The interest they low and repayment time go reach up to 20 years. Forward March. Touchlight mreif.arm.com.ng for more information or make you send us email for mreif@arm.com.ng. Don't open to get your own house. No miss this opportunity.
Good mama, it's the detergent that makes my fabric fresh. It dey foam well, it dey lift dirt, and it dey boost my confidence.
I just don't understand why Anne is laughing this morning. That's it. Now, if you cannot.
Address of the Office of Lands. We just got a call from Emeka Rich Audu. He said if you're entering the Brewery Road, just the building facing or by the side of that Darby's place, before what do you call that
Bata
place?
Junction.
Before Bata Junction, right? That's where the office is. So if you want to go and do your land documentation, you can go there. Thank you.